Hello YouTube, this is Team Dupe doing a deck profile on my removal deck that I top 8 at my locals with a few Saturdays ago. I'll just get right onto the monsters. I main 3 DD Survivor. It's a removal deck. To staple, you have to main 3. He's level 4 Dark. You move from play, he comes back while he's face up. And 1800 attack. You have to rank 3, it's a staple. 3 Cyber Valley. He's a level 1 light machine. When he's targeted for an attack, you banish him and you draw a card. He's good early game and late game. Also, he combos with DD Survivor. You move from play both to draw 2 cards, and DD Survivor comes back at the end phase. So this is essentially your draw power engine of the deck. Other than another card I will get to eventually. Since it's a removal deck, I main 2 Caius. I used to main 3, but 3 turned out to be too dead. You tribute summon DD Survivor, mostly, and you target a card, banish it, and DD Survivor comes back, and you have good field presence. So, yeah, 2 Caius. I main deck 2 Breaker. Throughout the whole tournament, Breaker I'd say put in the most work. My favorite thing to do would be the normal summon Breaker, attack, and then main phase 2 pop back row. So it's -2 for your opponent right off the bat, which is cool. Well, and unless it's, like Mirror Force or something. But yeah, Breaker's also a dark to removal from with Allure, and he's good. He's really good. 2 Thunder King. A while ago, before the last ban list, I used to run 3 Tengu, so I had to take out Tengu eventually when it went to 2. So these were the replacement because I figured it'd be a lot better. It works better under Macrocosmos than any other card I can think of right now. So 2 Thunder King is fine. I tech 1 Doom Caliber Knight because the deck can't run Veiler, so I figured it'd be better to negate and destroy as well. Since he only has to be tributed to. He's a dark, and he's pretty beefy. He's got 18 defense and 1900 attack, so Doom Cal's good. 1 Reaper. This was the 3rd Tengu actually. Reaper's good. It stalls in case I need to make a Caius play. And I rip cards from the hand sometimes while I have a DD Survivor. It's like swing with Survivor and then swing directly with Reaper. It's a good combo. 1 Speed Reaper's good. I main 1 Birdman. It's the only tuner in the deck. It's good because I can go into Arcanite with Breaker, or I can go into Locomotion with Caius. If you don't know what Locomotion is, I'll explain when I get to the extra deck. Yeah, and he makes backwards, but yeah, Birdman's good. OTK stoppers, I main 1 Fader and 2 Trigodia. For the tournament, this was actually Rose Warrior, but every game 2 I always sided it out. So I figured 2 Trigodia would be a lot better, and Fader is Fader's unexpected, and it's always good. Plus he gets removed from play. Of course, 3 D-Fissure doesn't need to be explained. 2 Duality. The deck does get terrible hands sometimes, like too many monsters or 3D survivors and all that junk. So 2 Duality makes it a little bit more consistent. I have no room for 3. I would put 3 in, but no space. 1 Allure, because practically all the monsters are dark. I usually remove 1 of the DD Survivors if I have 2 in hand, because 2 can get cloggy, and you never really want to summon 2 at the same time unless you're trying to go for game. So yeah, Allure is good. It balances out the hand. 1 Rhoda to search out Survivor. It's the only target. Mind Control, because, well, if I main Mind Control, I mean, if I mean Cyber Valley, then Mind Control is perfect. Because what you do is you normal summon Cyber Valley, and you play Mind Control, you take control of their monster, you banish both of them, and you draw 2. Which is excellent. I did that on a Zen mains during the tourney, which was pretty cool. So yeah, Mind Control is a staple. It's gonna stay there. Staples. No Reborn, because I don't want the risk of it being dead. On the traps, we have 3 Macrocosmos. This card crushes the meta. Chaos Dragon and Inzektors. When I played Inzektors, this card was just as good as Warning, actually, because I'd have it set, and they'd normal summon Dragonfly, and they'd ask for a response, and I'd flip up Macrocosmos, and yeah, it acts as a Warning, because I mean, a 1,000 attack Dragonfly can't really run over anything in here, so 3 Macrocosmos is amazing. I really want to see how the deck plays against Chaos Dragon. There's another big tourney coming up, and I will post my I'll make a video of my results after the tourney. So yeah. I main deck 2D Prison. Even though they're not, people say they aren't good this format because of all the Hornets running around and such, it is good against Chaos Dragon. And I remember I was playing one game, I had a DV Survivor. The guy had a centipede on the field, and he normal summoned a centipede. This was my field. He activated Centipede's effect. I said it was okay. He equipped Hornet, and then he equipped Gigamantis. Oh, I mean 2 back row. And this was flipped up. Then he swung with the Centipede, and I activated D-Prison, and he essentially lost 3 cards, which was really amazing. So yeah, D-Prison, I'm probably gonna stay at 2. 1 Fiendish Chain. I don't think I used it. It didn't really see that much work, but there's only 2 cards that negate effects in this deck, so I want to keep that there. 1 Torrential. 1 Solon Brigade. 1 Starlight, because the deck runs quite a bit of back row. I think 12 traps and 11 or 12 spells. And 1 Return from a Different Dimension, which is the OTK card. It brings back all of this. That's the main deck. It's 41 or 42 cards. I'll move on to my extra / side deck. I didn't really use... The only card that I used in my extra deck was Stardust. And I have Arcanite there too. These are pretty much the only things you go into. This for Starlight Road and this for Birdman. Oh, and forget about this guy here, Locomotion. He requires a Genex tuner and 1 or more non-tuner dark monsters. He's a level 9. When he's synchro summoned, you take control of the monster on your opponent's side of the field with the highest attack. This won me a game. A guy had a Hornet, and he pumped it up to 24 with Gigamantis, and I took control of it. It was cool. I won a Logia. We were playing for cards. Onto my side deck. Only a few cards in the side deck actually put in work. Of course, 2 Cyber Dragon. It's pretty much a staple side deck card. I never actually got to special summon it. I actually had to tribute summon it to run over a Thunder King at one point. So, well, it's okay. And of course the Chimera Tech. 2 Chain Disappearance. I sided it against all my Inzektor matchups, but I didn't see it. This extra deck actually, I mean the side deck isn't only for 1 deck. I use it for all my decks. So the 3DD Crow isn't really for the macro deck, since it wouldn't really work all that much, but I did side in 1. I didn't see it, so 2 Debunk. Sided it once against Empty Jar because I thought I was going to see Swift Scarecrows and such, but didn't see any play. 2 smashing. This put in the most work, I'd say. It got over Thunder Kings, and it puts in a lot of work against Hero Beat, actually. So yeah, smashing is good. And I have 2 Dust Tornadoes here. Against Chain Burn or anything that's just a lot of back row. These might be trap stuns soon. Well, that's my deck profile of my macro deck. I will make another video of my results for the next big tournament that my locals is having next week Saturday. So, until then.